Sorry. All right. Sorry, everyone. I don't no idea. There was no internet problem. Somehow I kind of got cut off all of a sudden because an error occurred. I don't know why. Now because of that stupid error occurred. It's Hi, Prodigies. Yeah, I had to read. There was an error occurred, Brandon. I'm sorry. So, I'm gonna have to delete one part of the live stream and keep the second part because I'm afraid that was not fair. That was so completely not fair. I'm doing all right, Prodigies. Thank you for Redscape. I just cannot believe, yeah, so welcome to Arkham Twin Days, and this is Marvel's Spider-Man live stream post-game questions and answers and update news. This is Alliance Team because the following of this game is rated T for teen because of the blood, language, and violence, so viewer discretion is advised because this is not KID friendly. Thank you very much. And this game should have been M-rated, and these imbeciles think it's, no, we're not going that route. Yes, you are, Insomniac. What? Because this game is M-rated, not T. Because you're following the same route of the Arkham games of Batman. Sorry, I sneezed. Oh. Oh my gosh. That stupid error just thinks. I had to sneeze. We were talking about Spider-Man crossover, and all of a sudden there was an error occurred, and it should never have happened. Any Japanese anime crossover with Spider-Man, if you want to know, Prodigies. Hi, Big Cammy. I'm sorry that there was I didn't got off by an internet connection. There was an error occurred from whatever happened. I have no idea. So the part of that. I'm gonna have to erase one part of the live stream off because it was not fair. So there was 10 minutes left for the questions and answers thing, so I am going to restart it. So yeah, the stream dropped on me because an error occurred. There was no internet cutoff connection. An error occurred. That's why the stream got dropped off, because a ridiculous error occurred, which I do not understand why. So forgive me and apologize for advance. So once again, I'm gonna start the Q&A again. Only this time there was 10 minutes left, but I'm gonna give you guys a 2-minute plus, so a total of 12 minutes. So here we go. I'm really, really sorry. Timer starts now. So what do I think about Spider-Man Ben 10 crossover? Or I would see Spider-Man with Ben 10 crossover. Would it be Ben 10 or Ben 10 Alien Force? You gotta be a little more specific if I want to know. Just wanted to know. Alien Force. Okay. That would be great. It would be interesting if Yuri Lowenthal would voice the same, voices two characters, both Spider-Man in this game, and Ben Tennyson. that would be hilarious. It's like Cam Clark has to voice Leonardo and Rocksteady from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Classic, which is amazing. Spider-Man crossover with Digimon, yes. And the Digi-Destined, of course, I'm not saying the Digi-Destined would find out who Spider-Man behind the mask is, but he knows that he can be trustworthy for helping in the Digi world and all that, including in the real world. So Spider-Man, yes. The Ben 10 Valhalla is crossing over with the recent. Really? No, I didn't know that, Big Cammy. That is something new I never heard of. Thanks for telling me. Spider-Man and TMNT. So yes, of course there is a crossover with Spider-Man and TMNT, but it was done by that voice actor Sam Riegel, who did 2 of that first game, The Amazing Spider-Man. If you want to know, because he said, "Where you going? Off to eat pizza with some adopted turtle sons?" And he says, "Can I come?" And so there you have it. That was a tagline. Who voiced Donatello back in the 2003 Turtles, and he did a crossover with that. Hi, Kayla. How's it going? Yes. Why not? I miss seeing you. It's been a while. Thank you. And we're doing a post-game live stream of questions and answers and updated news. So, so the questions and answers is still going. It's been a while, Kayla. It has been a while. And I really do miss seeing you. How are things going back in Scotland? Want to say hi to Scotland. Hi, people from Scotland. You rock. Crossover with Spider-Man. Really, Beyblade. I would say, yeah. Of course, build tech like web bombs and web something like that. I can see Spider-Man make a Beyblade tech out of it with some web shooting, like, you know, spider bots. Only can modify a spider bot with thank you for your kind words, Kayla. I should say, Slanchema. First Scottish, and the second Scottish. Everything else, because that's how I was raised. So, I did mention Pikachu, Togepi, my heavy hitter. What do you want MCU Spider-Man 3 movie to be about? I noticed they were going to do a crossover with Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse, which is a second movie. They're going to try to bring Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland Yep, rumor has it they are going to be making a brand new Arkham game from Warner Brothers Games. Definitely not a false rumor. I believe it is 100% correct. Do I know that Armand Taylor, the voice of Miklon from Fire Emblem Three Houses, also did Dusselbear from S.A.O. Ronald from... Really? Armand Taylor. That's a voice actor I never heard of. Now that he's... Yeah, too bad the Joker's not in it. So... Togepi, Pikachu, and what? I need a heavy hitter. Like, what can a heavy hitter like? Not. I'm thinking of Lucario, but no. What else? What is a heavy hitter Pokemon for Spider-Man that can do? What is it? I know it'll come to me, but I promise you that, so forgive me. I am almost at 9. Let's see. Okay, alright. I know Kate Davis. I never knew she voices another character from SAO. She voices Lissa, and I said Davis. D-A-V-I-S, not Higgins, as in H-I-G-G-I-N-S. Oh, Kayla, I don't know what to say. I'm absolutely blushing. Is her friendly? This is still Q&A. I did mention Togepi, Pikachu, and Rhyhorn, Rhydon, Charizard, oh, man, there was my man, there's so many Pokemon. What do I know? Mickey Mouse, 91 years old. Sorry, the lag is real. Spider-Man, but it was like Aaron Eichmann, because I know Toei Animation did the Spider-Man of Aaron Eichmann. But I would love to see a Kamen Rider crossover with Spider-Man. Definitely. They would definitely bring that back. I'm sorry if the lag is real, so forgive me. Let's not talk about it, you two. Let's move on, okay? Let's move on, please. Let's move on. So, Spidey Ranger. Marvel Spider-Man with a crossover with Mighty Morphin with the Power Rangers. What can it be? Mighty Morphin, Power Rangers Zeo, Turbo, Mega Force, Super Mega Force, RPM, Mystic Force, Wild Force, Lightspeed Rescue. I don't have TikTok, but I do have Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. Kayla, those are the only ones I have so far. I have Discord, but I need to retype my email address and retype my password to put in a new password so I can go back to Discord, so I wouldn't feel lonely or being left out for those who try to talk to. So, okay. There might be a Japanese anime that okay, Big Cammy, you did mention, I Big Cammy, you did mention about wrestling, about the name Brawlhalla that you mentioned earlier. And that kind of reminds me of another Japanese anime that I did watch back then on Fox Kids, or something like that. Yes, I said the name, thank you. There's a moth in your house? Your friendly neighborhood Spider Cop is on the job to get the moth out. Is it gone? Because if I was there in Scotland, I would get that moth. Super Saiyan Rangers. Nice. Okay. Okay. This Japanese anime show that Big Cammy reminded me when he said Brawlhalla about wrestling. Ultimate Muscle. Yes, I watched Ultimate Muscle. It was a really good series, to be honest. And yes, wrestlers who are like the type of superheroes that I would see, and I could definitely see something like that. Ultimate Muscle with a crossover of Spider-Man. Yes, that would definitely fit. And Big Cammy, thank you for asking me that question earlier about that words of Brawlhalla. Would you say what is my favorite Rangers series? Ooh, my favorite Rangers series. Let's see, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the original from the 90s. Time Force, Mystic Force, and Power Rangers Samurai, Super Samurai, Power Rangers Dino Charge, and Super Dino Charge. One of the Pixie in Glitter Force universe is one. Oh, favorite Rangers is Lightspeed Rescue. It's a really good show. I mean, because you have to fight off against demons. Yes. So, Ultimate Muscle, which Big Cammy mentioned, it is a Japanese anime. Was back on Fox with the block went with Spider-Man the animated series and Batman the animated series. So there you have it. Okay, 2 minutes to go. What is my favorite dragon? What is my favorite dragon? I don't know. I don't know what is my favorite dragon. Dino Thunder and Jungle Fury. Oh my gosh. Dino Thunder? That is a really, really great show. That show was really well done. Really well done. And I know they brought back Tommy Oliver. Would I rather be able to control animals or to control machines? What is my least favorite Power Ranger? That did happen before, Kayla. If you played Arkham City, I'm pretty sure you know how the story goes, and it is pretty... Yeah, really well done. Least favorite okay. What is my least favorite Power Ranger? To be honest, I don't have a least favorite. I'm sorry. I do not have a least favorite. It's just I don't know. I'm sorry. I only have enough time for one more question. One more question. One more question before... let's see. Okay, what is my least favorite Power Ranger show, says Brandon Williams. My least favorite? And I know I want to, but I would say Power Rangers Turbo. I mean, it's not terrible. I mean, it's kind of my least favorite, but it's not a great TV show, but it's not a bad show. Of course, when Power Rangers in Space came on, which is after Power Rangers Turbo, now that became a really great show. Power Rangers in Space was better than Turbo. Way better than Turbo. Way better. It had a dark storyline because all Power Rangers TV shows is Arkham. Everything of those, yeah, Turbo was so weird. Power Rangers in Space, way better than Turbo, way better, because it had a dark storyline. Everything was Arkham. Everything of Power Rangers in Space was Arkham. Everything. It was Arkham. Including Super Sentai, because it has its own Arkham verse, because everything is Arkham. You don't believe me? Power Rangers TV shows are Arkham. Very Arkham. Why do you think characters are going to get killed off? And all to mention the Super Sentai of Power Rangers of Japan do get killed off, and not in a good way because they bleed to death. Zeo, Crystal, I would say Power Rangers Zero and Power Rangers in Space were better shows than Turbo. Way better. Way better. Way better. And time is up for the questions and answers. And now I am going to bring you the update news. So if you guys are ready to hear the update news, I will get back to the Q&A. This is just a little bit of a break on the Q&A. So here's some, you might want to hear this. I got update news about from the doctors who or the doctor or doctors who operated me on my left forearm, if you want to know. This is really good news. I'm not kidding. If you want to hear this, please. The doctors say that there is a really good chance for me to reconstruct to put graft of bone in my left forearm. I'm not kidding. They say they are able to put some graft of bone in my left forearm without carving a piece of bone out of my hip. In other words, they can put graft of bone from a lab they can create and put it into like a puzzle piece. Because, because the plates are holding my left forearm, but the bone that's trying to connect it from what is broken is not growing. It can't connect because the plates are holding together, but it's not growing into it. So the good news is they can put in the graft of bone from the lab, input to my left forearm, and make it, and it'll seal it together for like the healing from 6 to 8 weeks. The healing process is 6 to 8 weeks, and it's just, oh my gosh, that was the best news I've ever heard from doctors, and it is absolutely amazing. It is, I am so thrilled. It's just, I don't know what to say. It just, yeah, it is great news. I am not kidding. They're going, so they'll be able to create graft of bone in a lab, insert it in my left forearm, and make it as good as new, and the healing process will take 6 to 8 weeks. I will still keep the titanium plates in, because why? Because it needs to hold in place. Without holding it in place, how will it make it work? I mean, come on, it needs to graft the bone. So I am thrilled. I'm not sad. I am thrilled. I am happy, and it is just the best news I've ever heard. That my mom, my real life mom, if you want to know. Oh yeah, Amber. I said that in the K-Wings live stream of XCOM 2. If you want to know, yes, I kind of said that, which I did, and Amber was going to pray for me because my second surgery is in July 3rd on Friday. So my last live stream is going to be July 2nd. Both 2 last premieres and a live stream, but it's not going to be Marvel Spider-Man, but it's going to be something else as a last time live stream before I go into surgery in July 3rd. And I don't know what game I'm going to be playing, but I think I've come up with something, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's the day before Independence Day. Big Cammy, you are smart. Really, really smart. So once July 3rd comes in, I will be unavailable to do live streaming and try to upload videos or somewhat. So in other words, I am going to be unavailable for the time being. Of course, it's because I will be in a cast again. And it's I need the time to heal, so that gives me plenty of time for me to recover. And the channel, the videos will still be there. You guys can watch as many videos that's already been premiered, that's already been uploaded on. But the channel will not go away. But as for me, I will be unavailable for the time being. Thanks, Kayla, everyone. You guys are the best that has happened to me and everything. Oh, man, I do enjoy your hugs, Ruben. Always, always, always. I will never, ever get tired of it. Never get tired of it because it is super special. So yeah, it's not gonna be, and I know I'm scared once I go back into surgery again because I am going to be in the hospital for 3 days. I'll be in the hospital for 3 days. In other words, I'll be unavailable to go on YouTube for the entire weekend. So, if you have some... do you have, you said something that I'm not going to believe. Yeah, which is the good news. The good news is they're going to put in graft the bone from the doctors in a lab they're going to put in and put it into my left forearm. I did mention to you guys this way back then. I mean, for those who are new, I fell. I was only picking up my brother at school. I'm not kidding. I'm serious. The pickup truck was not working. The car wasn't working. They were out of power. Batteries were dead. Nothing. Zilch. Nada. And there was only one thing left for me to do. I had to drive an ATV four-wheeler, which is my only transportation. I drove it, and I wasn't aware that you cannot drive an ATV four-wheeler on the roads. You can drive it on the dirt roads, which is fine, but not in, like, pavement roads, if you want to know. Or dirt or loose gravel roads is fine, just not, like, official or paved social roads, like something like that. It's are you serious, Kevin? Wow, that is amazing. And also, driving the ATV four-wheeler, went downhill. I was trying to go as fast as I could, then I went too fast down the hill, then I hit a fence, and then there was one thing I do not remember recalling. Everything happened so fast that I had no memory of it, but my parents knew, but I didn't, because I got no memory about that hit. I hit a post from my left forearm, which I don't remember I do not remember hitting a post, but my parents kind of knew. It's funny how I don't remember it. And then my left forearm was broken, and I hit the floor hard. And I got up with driving with one arm, and my tendons were still intact, and all of a sudden, I was starting to feel really dizzy. I was not feeling pain, and I was driving with one arm, and it was, I was almost dead. I almost died. I almost died in real life. I would not be here in this live stream right now if I'm talking to you guys, and death was knocking at my door. Death was absolutely knocking at my door. My eyes were starting to get blurry. My body was saying I'm about to pass out, but my soul inside says no. My soul says no, because why? It's not my time. It wasn't my time. Because somehow I was able to have the strength to move on, to get to my destination, to pick up my brother almost in a supernatural way. It was like nearly superhuman that you cannot possibly understand in a supernatural feeling. It was... Death was knocking in my door. Like I said, my body was I was about to pass out, but my soul says no. And Big Cammy did bring this up when he said determination. Oh yeah, but that is a really good way to put into words, Big Cammy. If that, you have a smart way to put in words to something that I never knew. Really, really smart. Then I got operated, and then the rest is history. And now yeah, I survived and lived to tell about it. And now I'm going to have a second surgery, which I'm telling you guys right now. They're going to put the graft of bone. I am going to be out for quite some time for the weekend when July 3rd comes. And it's great news. Never again will I be able to drive an ATV four-wheeler to pick up doing to something stupid, and I already learned my lesson, and I'm not doing it ever again. Oh, it is just awful, awful, awful. But thank the Lord, thank God I was... that God is watching over me. And I knew I had a high pain tolerance. And it is a blessing. And I thank you guys for your prayers and your answers, and those who pray for me, for those who are Wingding fans and non-Wingding fans, which are Alliance members. And for those who are Alliance members who came in, both Wingding fans and Alliance members as much. It's, you guys have been a really big help. Big Cammy, Kyle, Brandon Williams, Kevin, Austin Lawrence, Ruben, Kayla, everybody, for those who are watching, Red Knight and Prodigus. You guys are the best that's ever happened to me. I love you for that. I have survived, and I live to tell about it, and I did stare death in the face. And like Big Cammy explained it on that comment, and that is pretty well done, and I absolutely, and that is a really great comment that Big Cammy explained. I couldn't have said it better myself, but that was well done. I will get through this. So I'll still be able to put up the last several videos of Castlevania Judgment and also Super Smash Brothers. And once I get out of the hospital, I'll still be somewhat active on YouTube, but I can't put up premieres just yet or upload videos until I get full wiggle on my left arm on the cast. You guys will always be family to me, no matter what, including both Wingding fans and Alliance members, both non-Wingding fans and Alliance members, and full Alliance members. That is my update news about you. So thanks. It is amazing. Absolutely amazing. So, are you guys ready for another questions and answers again? Since I've told you about the big update news, there will be a live stream, but it's not going to be a Marvel Spider-Man. It's going to be like a last time for a live stream on a Thursday, which would be July 2nd. So I am ready to start off with another questions and answers. And it's going to be 45-minute question Q&A. And after that, my final thoughts and conclusions, and I'll end this live stream. So here we go. Once again, another final questions and answers trivia or anything else. What? Okay, timer starts right about now. Okay, the first question. Kayla just asked me a question first. She says, so Leo, what do I think of Arkham City? Arkham City? My gosh, I mean, to be honest, Arkham City was really good. I mean, it got Game of the Year. I mean, the graphics was excellent. The storyline was absolutely well made, well done. Arkham Asylum got Game of the Year, yes, it did pretty well. Arkham City, the Rocksteady took it up a notch, and they did even better. And the story was well done, and I love it. And it was this close, awfully close, to an M-rated game. But and instead it got a T rating. Just like this game, which Marvel's Spider-Man, because this game should have been an M-rated game, not a T, because this game is Arkham. Completely Arkham. Alright. Do I know that Micaiah from Fire Emblem is Veronica Taylor? Yes! Who voices Ash from Pokemon. I think she's also from Beyblade, to be honest. I'm pretty sure, but I'm not 100% sure who teams up with Griffin Puatu, which I have met Griffin Puatu before. Ooh. Oh, Arkham, like I said, Arkham City is like really good game. Of course, the music stupidly copyright claimed by Ron Fish and Nick Arundel. I mean, come on! Without music of Arkham City, it's like cereal with water don't mix, and it's not even funny. Yeah, I did mention that there's okay. Next, I'll go with Big Cammy's question, and then I'll go with Kyle's, and then all of it. What's up, Jaren? How's it going? I kept saying this game should be M. Can I imagine this game was M-rated? Of course I can imagine it. The cutscene of 9/11, the cutscene of the attack in City Hall, because it kind of looks like the September 9/11 2001. I mean, is it necessary to input that as like a September 11 2001 of 9/11 because it really feels like it? Are you sure it's Insomniac? Are you gonna go with like Dan Slott? I mean, is this the smart way? Because I'm pretty sure people don't want to experience 9/11 again for a psychological trauma episode, if you want to know. And the other thing is like Dr. Isaac Delaney shoots himself in the head, and you know, because that was I don't know why they inputted that, but it's very Arkham. Including another one of those other, including videos or cutscenes from DLC, if you want to know. Including the Project Devil's Breath, which they cough up so much. And some of the scenes can be very intimidating, and including Tombstone, who kind of crushed one of his men's head, and then makes a hard crick noise when you hear the bones cracking. It's yeah. And it's yeah, like I said, this game should not have been T, because Arkham City should have been gotten an M-rated game, but instead it was like a hardcore T. Like this game should have been an M-rated, but instead it got a hardcore T rating, and it's the exact same thing. One of Glitter Force Pixies is not, what's her name? Candy? Do you mean Candy, Brandon? Because that would be the Pixie. I don't think Candy's not a pixie. She's like a fluffy little creature who belongs in Candyland. I know, but careful, we don't want to give out age names because due to FTC US law. I mean, it's different over here in the US if you want to know, Kayla, but then because of it's a little different from what back in Great Britain. So I'm sorry. I should have given you the rules. That's my bad. You could say you're a teenager, which is fine. If you say you're a teenager, that's fine. If you say I am more of a really young adult, like say I'm over this age number that I'm no longer in high school, I'm above now, so that's fine. That's fine, Kayla. I mean, FTC law in the U.S. is different than back in Great Britain, because, well, not every laws can be a little bit different from those that would do, you know, like, that's kind of how it works, because it's, where am I going? Yeah, Candy is half human, half pixie, so there you have it. What is my facts about... Oh, okay, Austin's question. If I had to pick between Kirito's dual-wielding and style and Cloud's greatsword style, which would it be and why? Let's see. Cloud's sword fighting style would be a great big sword. Kirito's fighting style, which he dual wields. If I carried a great big sword, I would have to sacrifice my speed and quickness and agility for strength and power. If I was Kirito, I would have to sacrifice my strength and power for speed, agility, and quickness. Along with, of course, everybody needs stamina if you want to know. I mean, you have to keep it. I am going to say... This is a tricky one. I'm going to say Kirito's dual wielding. Yeah, I'm going to go with Kirito's dual wielding because I would go with that speed and quickness and agility. I mean, of course you need the strength to dual wield, of course. And that is something. Let's see. Having broken arm, what fictional character or had his or hers broken and fought it you earned your respect the most, and which would you portray the most authentically? Which character that would have a broken arm authentically, that would portray the most? No, I'm not gonna say Barbara Gordon because that would be the Killing Joke. It's got to be something else besides Barbara Gordon. A broken arm. You know, I think I might know any character that I want. Whether it's Looney Tunes or Japanese anime or Power Rangers or somewhat, or DC or Marvel, including those that are non-superheroes. I am going to say, the character I am going to choose that comes straight into my mind. Who do I inspire on a character the most? Wow, that is a really good... oh, okay. Any fiction, media, movies, books, anything. Okay. Fiction. Okay, alright. I see where this is going. One that does not, like, turns away. I think I got it. I think I know I got a character, even though he didn't have his arm broken. But I would say if he did have his arm broken, I think he did. I would say Hawkeye Pierce of MASH 4077. There you go. I'm still here, Kevin. I want to hear your question. Do you have a question that, I mean, we're still in queue questions and answers. Hawkeye Pierce of MASH 4077, and yes, I love MASH because why do I like Hawkeye Pierce of Benjamin Franklin Pierce? Is because he kind of inspires me. He's a comedic. He's a surgeon. He knows how to keep things under pressure when he tells jokes. And he, even though I am not a surgeon for doing meatball surgery, which you call back way then in during the Korean War, Hawkeye Pierce really inspired me. MASH is a TV series that ran over 10 years from the 1970s all the way to 1972, 1971, all the way to 1983. That 1971 or 2 to 1983. Very much. What is my favorite Batman Arkham series? Says Ruben. Oh, okay. I'm gonna say this. I know it did not get Game of the Year, but I'm going to say Batman Arkham Knight. It's my favorite, to be honest. Of course, not the entire game has to be 60% of the Batmobile or the Bat Tank. And yeah. Arkham City, I love it. I love it. Yes, I do. Arkham Origins, I mean, the storyline is not perfect, but it's not good, but it's not too bad. But the combat of Batman Arkham Origins, well done. The combat, the gadgets, and all that, well done. Really well done. Perfect. Love it. The combat was way better than Arkham City. Way better. Way better. It is excellent. Really excellent on the combat scheme. What is my least favorite movie? Says Ruben. I'm ready for your question, Kevin, because I'm ready to answer. What is my least favorite movie? I know there are some, let's see, least favorite movie. I don't have a least favorite movie, but I can tell you what is my least favorite to watch for movies. I don't watch horror movies, like, you know, such as Child's Play or Scream, and then there's like A Nightmare on Elm Street, for example, or the Blair Witch Project. And I don't watch it, including it's not my style. I don't watch horror movies. I'm sorry, especially those that contains with F-bombs that are like are restricted. Yeah. If you say if I watched Deadpool, no. I watched the trailer and it carried a lot of F-bombing and I hate it. Deadpool is not for KIDS's. Then you don't do horror games. Actually, I kind of have somewhat of a horror game, but it's not a horror game. It is, but it isn't, if you want to know. So it's Ghostbusters. It's Ghostbusters. Still waiting for that question, Kevin. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. Come on. If you have a question, I'm ready for it. How would I feel about Glitter Force movie? Says Brandon Williams. I would be interested, to be honest, Brandon. I would love to see Glitter Force movie, and plus, I would love to see the TV series that is on Blu-ray and DVD. and in digital. Besides on Netflix, I mean, they already got the shows that are on DreamWorks that was on Netflix on Blu-ray and DVD. And I'm still waiting, Saban. I'm kind of tired because I really need it. Hashtag Spider Cop for Spider-Man 2. I really need it. Wow, 45 minutes has not been passed. There are only less than 30 minutes left before the Q&A is over. Still going. So, yeah, I have Ghostbusters Remastered, if you want to know, Big Cammy. It can be considered a horror game. That's the thing that I can think of that jump scares people as a horror. Because you have to fight against ghosts and demons as a Ghostbusters. I do have Discord, Kevin, but I don't, I have to retype my password. In other words, I have to how do I say this? I need to renew my password and retype my email address. So I'm sorry if that were to happen. I can't answer that part of the question, so you're gonna have to find me another one, Kevin. K-Wing plays Ghostbusters. Yeah, but my playstyle does way more different than the K-Wings. Way differently. So there you have it. What if there was a Glitter Force video game, says Brandon? I would be interested. I would be so interested to play a Glitter Force game. That would be my specialty if it's on Nintendo Switch or PlayStation. Why can't it be on PlayStation? Come on, I mean, it goes on the Switch and you're not doing it on first Sony devices, including Xbox? Please, just do it. So, any other questions? We're still in the Q&A if you want to know anything with the Q&A. What is my favorite Power Rangers bad guy? Ooh, I love it. My favorite bad guy, which I really like so much, it kind of brings the character out of me so much. He almost sounds like, he kind of sounds like the voice actor, but it's not him. A combination of Zordon and Piccolo combined into a villain, and his name is Korag. I like Korag. He's like my favorite popular character, but somewhere along the series, instead of becoming, he is a bad guy, but then all of a sudden he becomes a good guy because since Liambo is wearing the armor of Korag, but his heart is that of Liambo, he becomes a good guy wearing the armor of Korag. I mean, it's like, wow, that is character development, even under the spell of the Master. It's just absolutely amazing. All tier games. Let's see. Ulterior games. Wait a minute. Ulterior. Isn't that from Ulterior games? Isn't that from Square Enix or Koei Tecmo games? I can't remember because that name sounds awfully familiar. It sounds so awfully familiar. When you mention that name, Austin Lawrence, it is so familiar. What is okay, Kevin's question. What is the game that I hate and jump scared me ever since Ooh, okay. Kevin's question. That's a really good one. You want to know, the jump scare that really gave me the heebie-jeebies. I know it's not much, but I'm gonna say Batman Arkham Knight. I'm not kidding. The first time I played it is where I got a jump scare that he came out of nowhere. It's like, wait a minute, how did Batman came out of nowhere? It jump scared me the first time. No matter how many times I played it, how in heaven's name did he kind of appear out of nowhere? Yes. And I didn't play Five Nights at Freddy's, but I kind of got the jump night scare with Five Nights at Freddy's. It did give me a jump scare. Five Nights at Freddy's. It was so scary. It jumped out of my seat. It's like, thanks. I knew I recognized that name, Austin Lawrence. Thank you. I knew I recognized that name somewhere. Ulterior Games from Koei Tecmo, from the makers that brought you Ninja Gaiden, Dynasty Warriors, Samurai Warriors, Hyrule Warriors, Warriors All-Stars, and Live Berserker and Band of the Hawk. And I am smart. And also One Piece Pirate Warriors as well. Five Nights at Freddy's is a jump scare. If I watched it, even if I didn't play it, it'll jump scare me out of my seat. It's freaky. What Brandon says, how would I rank Power Rangers shows? Ooh. I'm going, okay, my top 10. My top 10. Let's start with number 10. I'm going to say Power Rangers. I'm going to say Power Rangers, Dino Charge and Super Dino Charge with the same name. That's my number 10. Number 9, I'm going to say Power Rangers Ninja Steel. Not Super Ninja Steel. Ninja Steel was great. Super Ninja Steel was not terrible, but it wasn't bad. Yeah, there you go. Number 7, no, 8. That was 9. Number 8, lost. Power Rangers SPD. Number 7, Power Rangers RPM. No, actually RPM is number 8. Power Rangers SPD is number 7. I'm losing my mind. Power Rangers. I know I'm gonna say this. Actually, Ninja Storm's number 10. Dino Charge and Super Dino Charge is number 9. Ninja Steel's number 8. Number 7 is going to be Power Rangers RPM. Number 6, Power Rangers SPD. Number 5, now I'm getting to it. Power Rangers number 5 is going to be Power Rangers Zeo. Number 4, Power Rangers Dino Thunder. Number 3 is Power Rangers Dino Thunder. Number 2, Time Force. And number 1 is the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. There you have it, my top 10. which of the Warrior games on Switch I enjoy more, Hyrule or Fire Emblem? Okay, Big Cammy's question. I am going to say, and I know Big Cammy may know this. Okay, Fire Emblem Warriors is a good game, yes. Hyrule Warriors, I like it better. I like it better. Fire Emblem is not too bad for a Fire Emblem Warriors game from Koei Tecmo. Hyrule Warriors, I love it. I love it. There you have it. There's I know that the characters don't talk much, like so and yeah and and oof and ah and you know, because there's a lot of text, but it makes the game worthwhile to make it great. Very much indeed. So there you have it. To be honest, I wouldn't say Power Rangers Mega Force is a terrible show. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not as good, but it's not terrible, so it's average. I did note what game that I hate the most, says Kevin. You know what? The worst games that I ever played the most, Kevin, if you want to know, is I know this is some of my top list, and it's not the best. One of them is Batman Forever on the Super Nintendo, and it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible because the control scheme. It's like sometimes it works with you when you're facing up bad guys, and sometimes it doesn't when you're not facing up bad guys. And it's worse than Dark Tomorrow. It's worse than Batman Dark Tomorrow. It's a terrible game. Batman Forever is a terrible game, and you want to know why? Because I think I'm going to put that as a special preview of how terrible the game is. It's terrible, Kevin. Batman Forever. Yeah, I played it before, and it's terrible by acclaim. And it doesn't bring me tears of joy. It brings me tears of pain and sorrow, and it's way worse than Dark Tomorrow. Way worse. Oh my gosh. There may be some games that I have not played yet, but I know Dark Tomorrow is a terrible game to play. Batman Forever is really terrible, and then some other games from Marvel can be terrible as well because it's not as good. Yeah, Batman version of Resident Evil, really, it's just terrible. So the only worst game I ever played, and it's terrible, which is Batman Forever on the Super Nintendo, and I have that game, and yes, I am going to do that as a special preview, so you bet your ideas that I am going to put that up on a special preview before July 3rd. It's just, wow, Leo plays one of the most terrible games, and that is going to be Batman Forever on the Super Nintendo. And yes, it's going to happen. That's your question, Kevin. I hate Batman Forever on the Super Nintendo, and it brings me pain. Yeah, those games are not great, Big Cammy. I 100% agree. And because, oh, it makes you like want to rage quit so badly, and it sucks. Ugh. Yeah, he's gonna. He did stream there thanks to the ones who donate $100, and guess what? He played one of the most terrible games of all time. I am going to play Batman Forever is one of the most horrible games of all time as a special preview. And you guys will enjoy my pain and misery of that game. And I'm going to grant Kevin's wish to play one of the most terrible games that I hate the most, is Batman Forever. Oh, everybody's going to enjoy my pain and sorrow. Oh, wow. What do I think of Batman Rise of Sinzu? It's not a it's not a bad game. I mean, it's like a platform game, to be honest. Think of it as like Fatal I think it was like Final Fight, to be honest. So yeah, you will see me there. You will notice that, yeah, Batman Forever will be happening on my channel, but it's going to be just a special preview, and you will love me with my sorrowful and tearful of pain, because the game is terrible, which sucks real bad. How awful is it? Every Power Ranger series follow a formula for every episode. I don't know. I mean, some Power Ranger shows try to go for the sake of being good, and then because others cannot horribly make it sense. Yeah, awesome sauce, Big Gammy. Not only you, Big Gammy, but everybody's going to enjoy my special preview in the near future before July 3rd of Batman Forever on the Super NES, because, oh gosh, I'm going to go cry in a corner and not come out with the horrible game. And I'm gonna go cry and cry about me. Okay, there's like 11 minutes left of questions and answers. 11 minutes left, so we still got some time before I end this live stream. And I'll have my final thoughts and conclusions. So, any more questions and answers? Anything? Because we're still going. I have not stopped the time. Yeah, I know Batman Forever is like a Mortal Kombat horrible game because it is terrible. And like I said, I am going to play one of the worst games that, since Kevin brought that up, I'm going to make his wish come true. Yeah, at least I would get that out of my system before the day arrives. I agree with you 100%, Big Cammy. You sure are smart. And like I said, it's like you can read my heart before I know it. Really smart. And to be honest, I like the way you, not the way you think, but you think on this like you know it before you think it. And that is absolutely, truly amazes me. Me break a controller of Batman Forever? I'm not gonna break I want to break the controller, but you're not. It's gonna make me so not razzle dazzle. It's just gonna make me. So yeah, there's going to be very bad control scheme. Like, everybody's gonna be excited. But then again, I have to hide my feelings. But after those feelings are tested, I know that the game is horrible. Yeah, you can pay, ooh, okay. If you can try to post the rules, like, on every premiere and live stream, Kyle, that would be wonderful. I would love it. That would absolutely look amazing. Yeah, the select when you go with a grappling hook, and it's just... That is very clever thinking, Kyle. Yeah. Pass on the information to Austin and Brandon, and for those who are really good mods. Yeah, like I said, it's gonna be happening. It's gonna happen. Batman Forever on the Super NES will be coming on this channel of Leo's Let's Plays Alliance, and I guarantee you, it's not going to be Happysville. It's going to be terrible. It's just, I hate it, but I'm gonna do it. And I'm going to grant Kevin's wish, and he's going to be so happy, and I am going to be so broken with that game. Why? Everybody wants to enjoy someone's pain and misery just for kicks. That's what makes it worthwhile. Not for making someone to humiliate, but something to be with, to just for the kicks, and to have like, I'm there for you, even though it's a terrible game, I will laugh with your pain, not at your pain. But then I can do a little bit of both, but not really though. Yeah, you are correct about the controller, Kevin. Let's see. Respect the golden rule, be civil, and making friends is encouraged. There you go. There you go, the golden rule. Nobody is above the golden rule. Nobody. Not even cyberbullies are not even above the golden rule ever. The chat must be between PG to PG-13. Light swearing is allowed. Excessive swearing is a no-no. So there you have it. We're still... the Q&A is still going. We got like 7 or 6 minutes left. Still, any topics? Anything else? Oh yes, I got a question for you guys. I know there may not be no 4th of July fireworks thing, but hopefully if you guys go to fireworks stands, will you be able to light some fireworks that's in your own favor, if you want to know? That I'm still on the Q&A. Am I interested in picking up one of the Altera games if the opportunity presented itself? You know what? Since I like Koei Tecmo games, I think I could. Yeah, good question, Austin. That pretty gives me something to look at. I have been looking at things like Altera games, like it is like it's like Koei Tecmo games from the makers that brought you for hack and slash. And there are some games that are not hack and slash, but yes, that interests me to the peak. Have I heard of an anime called Spider Riders? I've never heard of Spider Riders. That is so new to me, Big Cammy. Can you tell me what's it about? I mean, that sounds a name that's interested me. Here's the select. Yeah, that is... So you do your own firework in your room? Are you serious? That is... All right, thanks for coming to the live stream, Austin, and there will be 2 premieres of both Castlevania Judgment and Super Smash Brothers, and don't you worry. I'll be waiting for you on Castlevania Judgment and Super Smash Bros. Austin, and thanks you for your questions. There's like less than 5 minutes left to go with the questions and answers. And then after that, your final thoughts and conclusions. Really? So it's a is it a Japanese anime, or is it like an anime that's American made, like in the USA, if I want to know? All fix the rules to include FTC, yeah. FTC US law about giving age number away, that's very different than some other countries. So there you have it. We're gonna definitely, I'm definitely going to. It'll be posted. I want it to be posted on every premiere and live stream when I do a live stream. Was an anime that was on 2004? Really? The same year? Oh, Spider Rider. The same year that came out when Mew Mew Power was in, which I love Mew Mew Power very much. Yes, I got a crush on Renee and Zoe Hansen. Don't ask. It's better that way because I don't. No giving age due to COPPA, due to COPPA and FTC law. Respect the golden rule, being civil and making... Well done. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you. That is a great way to post it. I love it. Love it. You are genius. Genius, Kyle. Genius. Really true genius to post up rules like that. That is excellent. Okay, I'll have a chance to look up for Spider Riders. Thanks for telling me, Big Cammy. Since I am interested in spiders when they try to pee on me as a toilet. And no drama, and yeah, definitely, Kyle, definitely. Okay, I only have enough time for 2 more questions. 2 more questions. 2 more questions and we'll end the questions and answers. 2 more questions. I got 2 more, and anything to give out? Oh, okay. If nobody answers a question for the last 2, I got one. And it is a question for everyone. So, so what will you guys will be doing on, no, yeah, definitely, Wolfgang, definitely. What do you guys think, since now this is summer vacation for everybody? Summer vacation? That is a question I just gave you, and I have to spend it. There you have it. Summer vacation. And I bet, I know it's going to be somewhat between the 2.5 to 3 months, if you want to know. So, for those who are enjoying their summer vacation when school is out, is... Okay. What is my facts about summer vacation? My facts on summer vacation is like, I do... When summer vacation comes in, even though before I always try to earn some money by mowing the lawn and then pulling weeds, which I don't pull weeds, which is not my factor and not my cup of tea at all. Yeah, people spam, yeah, there you have it. So that was my question. One last question. Rank my favorite video game. My top, okay, instead of the top 10, I'm going to go with my top 5, to be honest. So my top 5 of the questions and answers, of the top 5 games. So here's my top 5. Or rank my characters on every anime, so the top 5 of games. I am going to say... Oh, Batman Arkham Knight is one. It's in the top 5. It's number 5 on my list. Number 2, I'm gonna say the Amazing Spider-Man 1 because I like it. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 isn't too bad, which is number 4. Number 3 would be Hyrule Warriors, which is on the Nintendo Wii and the Nintendo Switch. Number 2, Marvel Spider-Man, this game. Yes, this game. And my number 1 favorite of all time is a tie between Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars and Paper Mario. And what you guys like to call Paper Mario Z, but which is the abridged version when I put in the Xenoverse of Dragon Ball, and it was, well, and it feels like I upped the ante with you guys for Dragon Ball Xenoverse, including Big Cammy, and you guys absolutely loved it. Yeah, so a tie with, I would say, the narrow margin victory on that tie between those two games is Paper Mario Z. There you go. Yes, Hyrule Warriors was on the 3DS. The deluxe version had all the DLC, including the versions on the 3DS. So, and now that ends the questions and answers. And now my final thoughts and conclusions. And I did mention that my final thoughts and conclusions of Paper Mario Z Kai. I mean, I did Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars, and it was a really good game, and you guys did enjoy it. I mean, for those who haven't seen it, watch Paper Mario Z. It was way better. Like a store. What's up, Homer Batman? Yeah, there will be a. There is going to be a new Batman game. And Homer Batman, and I am going to grant this final wish. I am going to be doing a special preview of the terrible game called Batman Forever on the Super NES, and it's going to be happening before my surgery of July 3rd. So there you have it. Yeah, it's going to be happening. I'm going to be playing one of those terrible games that I've ever done, and there you have it. Everybody loved Paper Mario Z Kai, which I did, and it's it was fantastic. My final conclusion on that game, everybody loved it, and I took it up a notch, and everybody went like, wow, you did a crossover and with the storyline when I made with Xenoverse, with Cooler, Goku Black, and those Japanese anime crossover with DC and Marvel was fantastic. And the storyline was absolutely amazing. And you guys love Paper Mario Abridged, which I'm really absolutely amazed, and it's beautifully well done. Beautifully, well, like I did it well done. Welcome back, Prodigies. Oh, like I said, Homer Batman, I am going to be doing Batman Forever on a special preview because I'm going to play that terrible game that's even worse than Batman Dark Tomorrow. It's gonna be happening as your friendly neighborhood Spider Cop. Your friendly neighborhood Spider Cop will be playing Batman Forever on the Super Nintendo as a special preview, and you get to enjoy my pain and misery for kicks. So my final thoughts. That's part of my final thoughts in the conclusion. Part 1. No spamming, no self-advertising without my permission. Unless you want to have a video, want to advertise to support your channel, I will allow it without asking me taken down. No R-rated cussing or directed cursing insults to anyone in the chat. Light swearing, okay, just not directed. Part 2, don't give out age due to COPPA and FTC. No drama or political issues. No threats, and respect the golden rule. Be civilized, being civil, and making friends is encouraged. There you have it. So, and also, yeah, no racism, because we treat everybody like equals, no matter what country they're from, whether they're from Scotland or from Great Britain or Germany, or China or Japan or Korea, Russia, you name it, including the African countries like Zimbabwe, South Africa, Egypt, Algeria, and Morocco. There you have it. And I do believe we are... Yeah, I'm gonna grant your wish, Kevin. I'm gonna be playing one of the most terrible games. It's Batman Forever. It's gonna be happening. Charge your phone, Big Cammy. Thank you. So tell me, what do you guys think of the post-game, your questions and answers, and your final thoughts of this entire live stream? So leave a comment section below and tell me, what do you guys think? Do you like it or hate it about my questions? Smash that like button or share this video if you guys love the questions and answers, or do you like Marvel Spider-Man or Arkham Twin Days? And also, once again, I will be playing the most terrible games of all time and granting Kevin's wish, and Homer Batman will love to see this game called Batman Forever, one of the most terrible games of all time for the Super Nintendo, and it also one of Schumacher's films, which I'm not going to talk about it because the movie's terrible. I prefer Batman and Robin over Batman Forever. Thank you very much. It's terrible. So anyways, this is Leo Wolverine saying and speaking as always, and your friendly neighborhood spider cop who takes chances making mistakes and getting messy like peanut butter and chocolate or breakfast for dinner, because when the going gets tough, the job gets it done for a breath of fresh air in Leo's Let's Plays Alliance. Godspeed, play safe, and shalom. And hashtag SpiderCop for Spider-Man 2. And I will be playing Batman Forever for a special preview, not as a live stream, but as a preview to upload as a premiere, so you guys will enjoy my pain and misery and rage, and somewhat of a rage and testing my limits of that, because my game's gonna test my limits of that game. It's terrible. It's just... Oh my. So, see you guys next time for more of Marvel Spider-Man. Until then, Excelsior. I'm glad you survived, Kevin. I'm glad you survived. See you guys in the premieres of Castlevania Judgment and Super Smash Brothers. Thank you very much. Oh gosh, I know I'm going to do this, but thank you for your hugs. Why? Because I'm doing it.